Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders Trap Soul Seeker series here on the channel, where we're going to continue into Sawdust Processing over here. This is actually a section in which the Shrednaught villain you see in the middle of the screen, right there at the bottom, we needed his evolved form to actually access, and yet we get absolutely no stinking rewards for it. That's pretty lame, I'd say. Anyway, when we head back outside, the villain element is going to pop up, so it's about time we took Bushwhack, wait for it, we took him off the portal, and now we can switch back, not to Spotlight, because she's dead per the absolute utter bullshit that ensued in the previous episode. So instead, she's going to be replaced by her other core of the brand new elements, Blackout. We're choosing Blackout because there currently isn't any Traptanium for us to have to worry about, so there's no need to pick one of the Trap Masters of the Light and Dark. I'm pretty sure it was this guy up here whose projectile managed to snipe away the remaining life force of Spotlight, so we are 1000% getting our revenge right now. Yeah, I got my revenge, man! I got my revenge! Oh, it feels so sweet. Anyway, we got ourselves even more treasure, as well as another soul that was yet to have been seeked out until this moment. We got the Soul of Torch. Hell to the yeah, we got the Incinerator for one hell of a badass character right here. Torch, as you're about to see from a preview, is a beast. Absolute beast. Yeah, look at that. She even whips her hair back and forth. Yeah, that's one hell of a flavor right there. Anyway, let's be super tripping on over here. Now what we've got to do is be buzzsawing it out. What can I say? There's plenty of saws in this level, including Blackout himself. Unfortunately, he doesn't exactly cut through the logs, I don't think, which is a shame because that would have been a really nice detail. But that's fine. Who needs to buzzsaw through them when I can just jump over them instead? It works just as easily. Boom! Take that to the face, frickin' sucker! Sure, whatever you have to say there, Blackout. Anyway, we need a secondary key, and luckily that's what I have my slaves, I mean, Willikin friends, to, work at. They can, you know, Jimmy as fast as they can build as one of my slaves, I mean, Willikin friends, put it. Yeah, they're not my Willikin friends, they're my slaves. Damn it, they're my Willikin friends! Oh! I got butter lips today, not even butter fingers, butter lips. So let's be switching that on over. Yeah, let's be raising ourselves on up. Yeah, baby. And we got ourselves a key to go with it. 3 minutes in, and but you know what? 3 minutes in, we've already seeked out our souls. So clearly, we're being pretty successful soul seekers right now. Air element, and we gotta place Gusto because we need a Trap Master to deal with a Traptanium in this area. And as Gusto is currently our only Trap Master whom we've seeked out the soul for, it's him whom we must play as. Oh really, Chompies? You think you guys of all people stand a chance? Well, newsflash for you. You don't. Hey, don't hit me. That's very rude, old chap. Oh, he's dead. We pushed him. Humpty Dumpty was pushed. Boom, baby. We're going to grab that food right there. Do not mind if we do. And we're going to build a bridge. Hell to the yeah. We're by for nature bridges north. If we're going to call this area nature bridges, it would make so much more sense for the element of the area to be life. But that's what's funny. You only see life in 4 different like levels. Or at least in optional parts of levels, that is. And that's chapter 2, 3, 4, and 12. Other than that, you only ever see life pop up for optional sections, like obviously the life elemental zones. Why did they make life such a rare element of the area when life is one of the starter pack characters? And water is just as rare as that. Water only appears 4 times as well. It appears in, let's see here, it appears in chapter 4, chapter 6, and chapter 15. Might only be those 3 times actually, or there's one that I'm also forgetting about, which could be possible. Yeah, as we grab this bridge right here. Oh yeah, and it appears in Chapter 8 as well, so there's your 4th one. Even though for Chapter 8 one is very short-lived, and it doesn't possess many difficult enemies. So it's not exactly like switch out for water Skylander there is the difference between life or death. It's just an important rule of unlock, and that's about it really. So, let's be seeking out yet another soul for the very same element I was just talking about. The water element, we have in our possession Flipwreck, aka the worst core in this game, and yet he's going to outlive Spotlight. The fact that Flipwreck is about to outlive Spotlight truly does burn me up inside. I am very sad right now. Hey, at least we get an awesome soldier preview. An awesome soldier preview for a Skylander who's not all that awesome, I'm afraid. The only Trap Team core, literally the only one, where I will say I do not think he's underrated. Every other Trap Team core, 1000% is overrated or underrated. It's Flipwreck who is the overrated one. When people talk about Trap Team cores, for some reason Flipwreck is always the first one who pops up, or one of the first ones who pops up. Even though when you compare him to other Trap Team cores, he is easily the worst. Easily. Why do people love him so much? I genuinely don't understand why do people love him so much. Anyway, these guys have got to go. If I had a swapper right now, I could just double jump over this Jimmy and gate. But unfortunately, that's not what I have, so that's asking too much. Well, clearly you guys are taking your time, which is why Jimmy takes so long. Now get to it, my slaves. You are taking your sweet merry little time, aren't you? Move it, or you won't get fed tonight. Yeah, I don't feed my slaves unless they do the work. It's literally as simple as that, really. You know, I give them shelter and protection. The least they can do is do their jobs. Anyway, after this, we no longer need Shrednor in the portal because he will have extended past his uses. You know, there's no longer any more sections of the level that require his expertise to chop up bits for. All the bits have been chopped, you could go as far to saying. Okay, let's try not to pull off a Francais lock moment where we wind up almost killing off Gusto to these enemies right here. Yeah, there you go. You're getting boomerang, sonny boy. You're getting boomerang. Do you hear me? Boomerang. So very boomerang. It's unbelievable how boomerang you're getting right now. Freaking-leavable. And you're dead. We reached the enemy goal, so thank all good in Lordness for that. And what we have next is more Traptanium, apparently. The game just can't help itself but deliver upon the Traptanium. It is called Trap Team, so you gotta have your trap puns in there somewhere. And in this case, that's Traptanium. Okay, so let us grab the bridge. Pop it right on there. And we'll do the same here. Boop. And boop. And boop. Yeah, baby. We booped it. We booped it so much. So we'll take this bridge, put it here. Head up for the legendary treasure. This good old sawmill thing with Bob right now. I mean, it's very much a saw. If you were to put your finger on them blades, it would slice it open. The legendary saw blade. Very dangerous and brutal legendary treasure right there. So we've got to head back for Metal Bridge even. For some reason, this collision mesh isn't working very well, and the tree is showing through the Metal Bridge like edge right there. Just another example of the excellent coding within this game. I pressed VR2 like 5 times, and only just now am I finally picking up the bridge. Is as for Crash Bandicoot 4 subtitle would say, it's about time. So we can continue heading through here, and now let's go and defeat ourselves a villain, a foul villain at that. Sawmill main gate, where all areas have been found. Fantastic! This should mean we complete every single objective, except for no lives lost. Again, due to the spotlight incident. But luckily that's what we have solo shot speedruns for. At the end of the game, that is. Come on, man, just feed me enemies. I want death. I have bloodlust. I want them to die. Painful, horrible, and miserable deaths. Spotlight deserve better, and your guys, they said no, so I'm gonna kill every last one of them. Yeah, get taken out, baby. Boom. And boom. Oh man, so much movement, love to see it. Oh wow, I knew I was going to get hit by that. I braced myself, but in the end I armored it anyway. Oh, watch out. Oh, I missed a jump. That's a shame. Didn't that time though. Ouch, missed the jump. This is fine. I can play stupid. I have the health for it. I would be playing a lot more conservatively and with a lot more, you know, care. If I was low on health, I would have pulled off a Francais lock moment, regardless, because had I have been hit by enemies and almost died, I for sure would have initiated the be good at the video game phase where I play safely rather than stupidly like I just did. But at the end of the day, you can play stupid when you have over 1,000 health to deal with. We now have almost triple stars. We were this close. But I suppose we'll just have to take it and head back to the academy. And what we're going to be doing after we skip over this unnecessary deep stew is that we are going to be bear witness to more of the academy being introduced to us apparently. And then we're going to tackle the 10th chapter, but that is after and only after the cut, mind you. Here I am back at you after the cut. Let's be tackling the secret sewers of Supreme Stink without further ado and acquiring us some really badass characters as we seek out their souls in this very same level. We're talking obviously about the souls of Echo and High Five, and after this level we can also start tackling stuff like adventure packs and Chaos Doom challenges, because we'll have plenty of characters to tackle them with, and we'll have a bunch of new arenas unlocked from the end of this level, mind you. Do you want to grab a bomb, or are we good here? There you go, we finally grabbed the bomb. It's about damn time. Again, as they say in the Crash Bandicoot business. Okay, let's jump over the goop. But sure, it's a good thing I'm not going after the trophy to get to the section without hitting any of the goop now, isn't it? Otherwise, I would have miserably failed that trophy right now, eh? Okay, let's jump back here. Apparently, I can't make that jump, which I think is rubbish. No, I think that jump is perfectly doable, but the game said no, apparently. Anyway, here is what we need the bomb for. Boom! And I have acquired myself a treasure chest thanks to my efforts. Do not mind if we do, my friends. Do not mind if we do. Oh, it's so much glory! Because glory and shiny are one and the same thing, and that was a lot of shiny. So a lot of glory was also, you know, evident right there, shall we say. And back out to the outer sewage we go. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be horribly wrong though. And now we can head back out here. Say hello to Flam in his retreat for hot diggity dash. Anyway, we'll worry about that in a minute. Now that we've discovered Chomp Chest's soul gem, not his soul gem, his villain quest even. And now that we've discovered that, we can come back here in a while, or in a little while, after we've seeked out Echo's soul first things first after all. We gotta get our priorities straight, and we are soul seekers through and through, so therefore we gotta seek out souls. Souls such as Echo, like you see before you. Man, we've already seeked out 3 souls this episode. This is what I call one very successful Seeking Souls episode of the Soul Seekers here in Trap Team on the channel. Anyway, we're also missing this treasure chest back here because I was a bit busy rushing through with the bomb to make sure I could get to the treasure chest in time. So let's grab that. Fantastic. And say we're not going to read it, but what we are going to do is we're going to head back to Flambam's retreat because now we've both discovered Chomp Chest villain quest. So now it's time to actually tackle said villain quest, which is one of the best in the game. I've been looking forward to this. Into the portal, Chomp Chest pops.
Chomp Chest.
Yeah, he's looking good, alright. He's looking all good, like. So, here we go with the one, the only hot diggity dash. Oh, I bet he can beat it. Like, look at him. He's basically in bottomless pit. He's an entire chest worth of mouth, and there's like all sorts of acid down there that would digest for hot dogs in an instant. So, if anyone could eat a shit ton of hot dogs, it is Chomp Chest.
have to do this very, very quickly.
Ah, how hard could it be, Flam Man? How hard could it possibly be? Shit, I just jinxed myself, didn't I? I totally 1000% just jinxed myself. Okay, here we go. The cheering is very loud right now, so I have to turn around down my headset momentarily. Wow, we're chomping everything. It's not just the hot dogs, we're chomping the balloons and everything. Enemies, if we chomp them, they give us extra time. Not that we even need extra time. Like, clearly we're doing just fine. We're already at 15 of 75. Yeah, we're definitely making some progress right there. Oh, die enemies. I'm not doing a good job eating this hot dog right now, am I? Ah, these frickin' pods. It's Chop Chop's heroic challenge all over again. Sweet, that's sorted. It's even more hilarious how Chomp Chest celebrates every single hot dog he eats. Wow, I stood like crazy right there. But say, this is just a really fun, fast-paced, and well-designed villain quest that I very thoroughly enjoy. I very thoroughly enjoy it indeed. Why these hot dogs are just appearing out of thin air, I don't understand. But who cares about understanding something as long as it's fun? Which that's exactly what this is, so it's working out for me here. Boom, more hot dogs for me. Oh, so many hot dogs. I must admit though, the hot dog himself, the Skylander, he probably does not approve of this right now. All of his fellow hot dogs being absolutely mowed down in this way. Yeah, here we go. It's even Arbo! Son of an Arbo! Oh, I love me some Arbo. I love the fact that you have so many like NPC cameos here. It's such a detailed villain quest. It's one of the elements that makes it as fun as it is. Yeah, let's chomp him. Grab more hot dogs for yours truly. Do not mind if we do. Ooh, enemies. Not that I'm worried, mind you. Yeah, let's grab that. Grab a bit of you. And you. Ha! We were at 69 for a moment there. Not anymore though, because now we have only our final one to go. Right here at the finish line. I love the fact that we can even save the little Gilman dudes from Secret Source of Supreme Stink in this villain quest that is found in the Secret Source of Supreme Stink. Is a nice touch. It was pretty rewarding, yeah, but I wouldn't mind a evolved skin personally. I think that could be pretty damn cool. And Flam Bam, he knows it too. So there we go. We have completed the hot duty dash. Yeah, let's pop through here then. Oh, hi, chompy fellas. Let's destroy you. I'm realising that I can't actually chomp them with Chomp Chest, and yet I did so anyway. So before I continue to break the rules, let's take him off as the portal. Oh yeah, he's dead. Luckily for me, I don't think chopping down that single enemy made the difference between Gusto being defeated or whatnot. Like, the only time it's really a true crime to use villains is when you use them as a crutch so your Skylanders don't get defeated. But when they make no difference, I suppose we'll let this one slide. Okay, let's bounce on up. Fantastic. And then let's be, you know, extinguishing the fire, which goes against everything I stand for. I am obviously joking, I don't actually ignite fires. In fact, rather than doing this, why don't I just use one of Blockbuster gears? And say, I do not encourage arson on this channel. Do not commit arson. It is a crime and it is uncool. If you want to be cool, then don't do uncool things like commit arson. Anyway, there's no Traptanium around, so we might as well use Treadhead for this upcoming section. Have him debut in the very next episode after we seeked out his soul in the Mystic Mill, mind you. Oh yeah, we're 360 no-scope in with our afterburners right now, and we love to see it, we do, we love to see it. Oh my god, this guy is seriously unleveled. Please don't tell me that this is going to be another Spotlight situation all over again. This is what I get for my lack of preparation. When you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail, and that's exactly what I've done. Hopefully Treadhead can clutch us out, hopefully I'm not asking too much. We're about to find out. Luckily he still has his afterburner, so he definitely has some upgrades. He's just very low leveled right now, I'm noticing. Yeah, those guys are so dead. And these guys will be too. Yeah! And we leveled up too, for good measure. We love to see it, we do. What we don't love to see on the other hand is the unskippable and unnecessary deep stew right here. It's two crimes all rickrolled into one, and yes, I did just reference rickroll. Deal with it, in the words of mighty Tough Work. Okay, let's see what we got. We've got ourselves a nice little coin right there, don't mind if we do. And now we've got more enemies to have to worry about. Great. Can't get hit. Oh, we can get hit, we just got to make sure we don't get hit, I should say. Here for Backflow Alley, which reminds me of a very good Guillermo del Toro film called Nightmare Alley. It's on Disney Plus in the UK, so if you're yet to have seen it, I'd really recommend you going to check that out. What I'm going to be checking out right now is not Nightmare Alley. Instead, we're going to be checking out Pinata's Villain Quest, here with Bag of Bones. So let's play some into pause without further ado. Boom, baby. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. 2 villain quests in the same exact episode. 2 of which require, you know, additional mini levels in themselves, you can say. They're mini games. 2 mini game, long ass villain quests, all in one episode. Let's deliver the single without further ado. This is no just get there, have it said and done, and get out. No, we've got to create an escort mission, everybody's favourite kind of mission. That's great. Good for them, they can sing, unlike me. Yep, this is what my ready to roll face looks like. Oh man, this singing is terrible. I take it back. I hate it so much. Oh wow, there's enemies already. This was fast. They're afraid of chompies? They're frickin' chompies. Okay, let's do even more of this. I think I might just turn my headset off for this. There you go. Complete muteness. That's more like it. That's one thing I don't get. Like, I get this game is made for kids, but not even kids would be enjoying this music right now. It's so annoying and terrible. Oh, see you fellas. Boom! Big explosion. Love to see it. Yeah, that's just the thing. I know for a fact that kids like pinata. I mean, he's a pinata. Kids love pinatas, but he also has a lollipop that he smashes brains in of enemies with. How can kids not love that? But, you know, one thing that we all hate is this fucking singing right now. This singing is so unlikable. I hate it so much. Anyway, these assets are looking familiar, as it's basically just a retexturing of elements of Rumble Town. Like you can see, it just barely. Anyway, more fools really need destroying, so luckily that's what my explosive pinatas for. Boom, baby, pinata with his pinatas. Boom. Yeah, the only difference between pinata and pinata is the fact that one of them has an A between the P and the I. That's what I was saying, the P and the N. There's also an N, or an I in there between the P and the N. There's an ain in there, I tell you. But yeah, I suppose this is actually kind of appropriate for Pinata challenge because this music is painful. Oh yeah, more destruction. We'd love to see it, we do. Oh wow, we're just north of Scrap Shooter, what do you know? But say, there's more elements of Rumble Town. Obviously they mixed up the layout a little bit and they gave, you know, a little bit more texturing so it looked HD and all that, but quintessentially, this has some of the same assets and the same layout as Rumble Town. Made it kind of easy on the like design and coding aspects if they didn't need to code for an entire new level area and they didn't need to design a whole new level layout if they could just use full part from Rumble Town. But you know what? This is fine. I'm okay with this. I'm even more okay now that the Villain Quest is finally over and I can bring music back to my ears. Well, not music, but at least speaking with my headset right now, as I can hear the game dialogue and the game sound effects. Not the game's music, because again, that has to be mute for the sake of avoiding copyright. What can I say except you're welcome? And might I say, your mighty shades right there, they are looking seriously cool. Loving them shades. I mean, they got a checkerboard on them and all sorts. But now that all of the villain quests have been completed, even it's time to grab the fruits of our labour over here, which is a hat of all things, a rubber glove hat. Are we gonna wear it? Abso-frickin-lutely. It looks so weird and bonkers. It's perfect for us. Perfect, I tell you. So yes, there is yet another hat acquired for yours truly. We are going to grab this treasure, and then we're going to apparently bypass these enemies here. Well, that sure is convenient. Trailhead can't exactly die if there's no enemies around to kill him. Okay, sweet. That puzzle will be sorted, but we've got to first head back here, where water is stronger apparently. I don't think there's any point in switching out for it because there's no enemies around, and the villain element pops up soon anyway. Look, we pop. Hell to the air. And up we pop again. Villain! Anyway, after this, we can officially take Pinata out of the portal. And all this sweet, glorious treasure is going to become mine! All mine! Okay, here we go. Zooming through some more. Let's see me zoom in. They hate it. Oh, but now I burned out. That's awfully tragic. Anyway, let's be popping down here. A part of the game where you can actually glitch out your villain timer. If you jump down here whilst your villain timer is about to be reduced to nothingness, then your villain timer actually never depletes itself. So that's how you can get an infinite villain timer. Anyway, speaking of villains, since the elements popped up, it's now time for a light or dark character. In this case, it's going to be our last remaining light character, Nightlight. Purely because this section is easy, bro. I have no doubts in my mind about Nightlight getting through this with relative ease. Yeah, get stricked, boys. Get stricked. Oh, shut that guy down. I was paying attention to notifications on my phone for a moment there, and almost paid the ultimate price. Almost, anyway. Boom! 360, 4 in. Boom! Combos. Yeah, we love to see that one, don't we? Okay, here comes more enemies. That's what I have for 360 for. Yeah, baby. Oh, and more than, what do you know? 360! Wow, why there's so many chompies around here. And boom. Yeah, I really stacked up the damage there, didn't I? And just like that, everything on screen has been obliterated. It's just been destroyed in every single meaning of the word. So let's pop up here. Greet Persephone. Hello there, Persephone. How you doing? But friends references aside, we have more unskippable cutscenes. Man, you just love the unnecessary deep stew. It's even better when you can't skip it. Said no one ever. Okay, so here we go. We can just bypass both of these in their entirety, so long as we're quick, which we were, so yay us. Boom, strike those down. And then we get to continue on with more of our bridge making sequences. Great! And we just love the bridge making sequences. Okay, now we can, at long last, gain access to that there winged Sapphire. Fantastic. At least that's what I think if you were to ask me. But that's what she said. Oh, mate, if I'm first going to make the Friends reference, of course I'm going to have to make the Office reference afterwards. It's compulsory to make Office and Friends references in the same episodes, don't you know? It's against the law to not do such things. Anyway, there's our Sapphire. Now we've got to bring the bridge back. That's a lot of bees. In fact, so many bees! And not the bees! Anything but the bees! All jokes and shit aside, Verl, I have no care about what it is you have to say. I only care about my destructive capabilities when it comes to destroying things. Yay! Love me some good old destruction.
Don't bring your evil surface germs down here.
Well, too bad, mate. You're gonna have to deal with it. Well, you know, I got myself even more treasure. We love the treasure. We do. So let's complete this puzzle, and then after we blow up the big box up there, we're going to end off the episode without any deaths this time, so at least we don't have to face the same tragedy as what Spotlight went through, even though, just like Spotlight, Treadhead was very much under-leveled and under-upgraded going into this. At least it wasn't entirely reset like Spotlight. But enough of all this rambling. I'll see you in the next episode. With that being said and done, this video is coming to an end, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. By merely clicking on this video, you've shown support and helped it garner recognition so it can reach many other viewers here on YouTube. I'd love to see you take the extra step and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. Also be sure to comment below and push that subscribe button whilst you're down there. By clicking elsewhere on screen, you can either check out a video that's specifically picked out for you, or you can check out the rest of the playlist for a series you just watched. Before ending off, I'd like to thank all of my Blazing Knights and Scorching Dragons whose support help make these videos possible. I'll be seeing you in the next video, and until that moment arises,